Hello, everybody. Cecil Pearson Jr. coming at you here live. It's just time. It's just time. I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. I can have a sense of humor. But it's getting harder to find that funny bone. For most of you who are here, this has absolutely nothing to do with you. I love you all very much. And I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time out of your day to be here. Y'all are some awesome people. You really are. But unfortunately, I don't just get to deal with the awesome people. I have to deal with jack wagons too. And well, it's time for that again. I'm tired, boys. Took a chainsaw out today and went and tried to cut up a big down tree I got in the backyard and almost killed myself. Turns out I can't bend over and run a chainsaw anymore. I try to stop breathing. Lord, settle me down. Lord, settle me down and got me inside. Gail had to help get me inside. I couldn't even walk on my own. But where medication couldn't do it, I couldn't do it. It's a hard thing when you're struggling for air to be calm. You panic. No matter how much you love Jesus, you panic. I asked God for help. And you know what? He settled me right down. I calmed right down. And the air just started flowing. like nothing had happened. See, when I got up to go outside, I felt normal. Just coughing just a little bit, nothing bad. I felt normal. And when God was kind enough to help me this afternoon, I thanked Him for a little while. But it's time for me to do this. If you email me and you got a prayer request, I'm going to pray for you. But if you email me and you ain't got nothing to do but grumble, gripe, and moan about the way I run this ministry, or the way that I handle or address the trolls, or the way that I eat or drink my Coca-Cola, if you're complaining to me, you're going straight in the spam box, because you're nothing but another troll. You're nothing but something else I got to deal with, and I ain't going to deal with you anymore. If you're emailing me to do nothing more than grumble, gripe, and moan about the way I do things here, how about not coming here? No one's forcing you to. The only reason you do is to try to find fault with what I say or what I do. That's the only reason you're here. You're not here to try to learn about God. You're here to try to cause me issues, and you're not going to cause me issues anymore. I suffer enough without you. Do you understand? I suffer more than enough without having to listen to grumble, gripe, and moaning all day, every day. I'm just not doing it anymore. You don't like my videos? Don't watch them. Hmm. That seems pretty simple to me. You don't like my way of doing things? Don't support my channel. Don't support my ministry. Don't pray for me. Don't send me donation. Don't support my farm. Don't help me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But you look in my eyes right here. I'm not kidding. I don't care if you do or don't. You understand that? You're not going to fire me up. You're just going to go to the spam box. Bam. Just that quick. I don't care. And then when you finally decide that you need prayer, you'll have to come up with a different email address, because I don't check my spam box anymore. You have to come up with a different email address to get a prayer request across. Well, see, the thing I love about it is when Grim messages me, he tells me, hey, this is Grim. I know his name now. He don't have to do that anymore. Teresa messages me. I don't have to wonder who it is. But if you have to email me through a name that's never been in this chat, you're nothing more than a troll. If you don't introduce yourself and tell me who you are in this chat, you're nothing more than a troll and a coward. Let's call it like it is. You don't like the way I deal with it? Don't be here. It's pretty simple. You don't like the way that feels? I don't care. Thank you, Dorothy. Appreciate that. You know, if you got to get drunk, gutter crawling, commode hugging, can't walk drunk, I don't want to know you. If that's the only way you can live, I don't want to know you. If you don't want to do no better for yourself other than that, you proud of the fact that's the way you are, I don't want to know you. I ain't got time for that nonsense. I got people that want out of a life that's like that I'm trying to help during the day. I got people that don't want to touch alcohol anymore, don't want to touch drugs anymore. They want to get their life straightened out. And you're going to send me videos of you drunker than Cootie Brown? You can't even stand up and you bragging about it and how wonderful it feels and how you glad you that way? You don't want my help and you don't need my help because you ain't hit the bottom yet. If you proud of that, I don't want to know you and I don't want to hear from you. Keep that to yourself, man. I don't want it. There's no room in my life for that. None. I'm so drunk I can't walk. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I can't walk. It feels so nice. I'm drunk. I can't walk. Ooh, I love this. I don't want to hear from you. Don't bother sending me nothing else because you're in the spam box. Save your time. Save your effort. I don't want it. I don't have room in my life for this kind of mess. I'm facing stuff that would kill most people. And I still do it with a smile. And I still sit out here every day and do my job for God and try not to fail Him. Because just like this afternoon, just like this afternoon, God don't fail me. But people like that, they are succubus. He they like the Dementors on Harry Potter. They just suck all the happiness out of you. And you don't feel like you'll ever be happy again. They're not getting my happiness. My happiness is my blessed assurance that when God finally decides to end all this mess for me, I get to go home. I get to go someplace you'll never be. And that tickles me. But again, I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate you. I appreciate the time that you share with me. I appreciate the prayers that you give me. I appreciate the donations that you send us. I was telling Graham today over on the gaming stream, it is a hard thing for somebody like me every month to have to sit down in front of this camera and beg people to help me pay my bills after the life that I've lived and the paychecks that I've cashed. 36 years of service to people who were broken and sick. And I have to sit down in front of this camera and beg to be able to pay my bills. I don't like that one little bit, guys. I don't like it, not that much. I don't like it a hair's width. But it's what I have to do. It is what it is. But you know something? When each and every one of us are gone, if we're here when the Lord comes back and we go with him, we won't ever be touched by this kind of evil again. We won't ever have to experience this kind of nasty and complaining and bitter griping and jealousy again. We won't ever have to face that again. I sit back cramping, legs cramping, hands feeling like they're going to break on that gaming stream for sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 hours trying to make a little ad revenue for 2 or 3 people to show up. Oh, my word. Sorry. Moo got hurt at work and yesterday, and she's having some issues. So I'm trying to talk her through that too. No, I don't. But I do that. I do that pretty much every day, trying to make a living. Don't cost nothing for people to go over there. It costs if you subscribe, but if you don't subscribe, it don't cost you nothing. You sit there, you ain't even got to sit there and watch. Because I know gaming ain't a lot of people's bag. I understand that more than anybody knows. Woo wee! I get that. But being in the server while it's going, when the ads roll, I get maybe 2 or 3 pennies for every ad that rolls per person that's in there. And if the ads roll 10 times, you help me make 30 cents. And that's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Denise. You helped me make 30 cents. And I appreciate that. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not the same dude over there that I am in here. I'm funny over there. I don't do Bible questions, nothing like that. It's just general life stuff. We just talk like friends. You know, Grim and Ominous and Coonsy, Logan the Dew, Glenda sometimes. They come in there and we just talk. We have a pretty good time. Laugh, cut the food. But I understand that it ain't a lot of people's bag. And I don't get upset at nobody about not coming in there. But my point is, I work hard trying to stay off this ministry page begging for help. I work hard trying not to do that. Because, well, I've been working since I was 5 years old. My granddaddy put me on the seat of a tractor, and I drove irrigation pipes across the field for the big boys to take off and lay the pipes down. And granddaddy paid me $5 a week. That was a lot of money for a 5-year-old back then. You could buy 2 ice creams for 75 cents and have a quarter left to buy you a Coca-Cola. Now I realize most of y'all too young to know about that. But I've been working my whole life. And to not be able to, that's a sentence worse than death. You hear me? For somebody like me, that is a sentence worse than death. Because I like to work. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting out and doing what little I can. And I thought today, I feel pretty good. Let me get out here on the ignorant end of this chainsaw and cut this tree up that's down. Get it out my way. Thank you, Tony. Getting in the way of mowing. I cut the limb off of it, cut it up, no problem. I jumped on the trunk of that thing cut one piece. I chainsaw just bar right through it, and I'm like, yeah, buddy, I'm loving this. A bar about halfway through the second block. And it felt like an elephant had sat down on my chest. Just went, how you doing? Hey, you got any peanuts? Yeah, I ain't leaving till you give me a peanut. I ain't getting up. Oh, it's hard for you to breathe? That must suck for you. That's kind of what it was like. See, I got a sense of humor, folks. I got a good sense of humor. Even in bad situations like that, I still try to find the humor in it. I believe if he'd have said a little harder, I might have farted. There you go. I'm not sure I didn't when I was coughing real bad. But anyway, guys, I'm not letting you, again, this doesn't apply to most of you. About 99.9% of you, this don't apply. But I'm not letting this 0.1% trolls rob me of my joy. If you email me and you message me, and all you're doing is complaining about the way I do things here, you're out of there. You understand? I'm just letting you know. Ain't happening, Jack. Nope, not happening. Not for a skinny minute. I ain't putting up with it a hair's thickness no more. But I love you guys, and the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'm able to rise in the morning. I see y'all in the morning. Y'all have a blessed night, all right? Keep me in your prayers. Keep Brent in your prayers, too. He took a tumble a while ago, fell, and got hurt. So y'all keep him in your prayers, too. And I love each and every one of you. Good night now.